Hi, Living It Out writers. Here we are at the end of 2015 and all of the Living It Outs are done. In fact, we've worked ahead, and so the very first week of January 2016 is done too. But I wanted to take a few minutes and share a couple of things with you as we close out the year. First and foremost, a huge, gigantic, awesome, how can I say it bigger? Thank you. Honestly, the time, love, attention, flexibility, generosity, all of the things that you bring as writers for the Living It Out is so important to me and so meaningful. And we're so blessed to have each of you. Thank you for your time and for all of those things. And I wish I could give you something big and extravagant so that it would somehow convey just how much I enjoy working with each of you and having an opportunity to do this together. But a thank you, I hope, will be enough for now. And I also wanted you to hear about a thank you from one of our readers. I know sometimes when we're at home writing, we can sort of wonder, who's reading this and what part is really sticking out or making a difference? And sometimes we don't know, but I'm convinced that after reading something like this, that I think that's the whole point. God uses each of us in such special and unique ways to hopefully really show people Him more. So we get an opportunity to do that, which is absolutely extraordinary. And here we got some feedback about it. So I want to read this to you, and I hope that you'll enjoy it as much as I did. It comes from a reader who she starts out saying that thanking Cedar Creek for the best 2 years and 10 months of her life. And she has some specific thank yous for Ben. And then she mentions the Living It Out. And here's what she says. She says, I've been praying for several months about how to use my gifts. The one answer that seems to keep coming back to me is to share my financial gifts. The tipping point was reading the Living It Out on December 3rd, and it was titled, Look Abundance in the Mirror. I have to pause here. She knew the title, she knew the day, and then here's what she goes on to say. Until recently, I've lived a lifetime of perceived scarcity. I've look, it's cursive, so I've entered into abundance thinking, an abundance thinking phase of my journey. The prayer on December 3rd is what ushered it in. And she even quotes the entire prayer. And here's what it said. Help me change my mindset to reflect this truth in all parts of my life, which she underlined, and to have the confidence that you always provide more than enough so that I can be generous to others. Amen. And so while one specific writer wrote this prayer and it really spoke to a reader, I think that this speaks to all of the work that each of you do. That we don't know what God's going to use each day and what words will really hit, but it could be the prayer and it could be believe, it could be something in the verses, but what we do matters and what you do matters too. And so I hope that encourages you, uplifts you, gives you a huge reason to smile today. It did me when I read it, and the more that I thought about it, the more that I think I could have done a little bit more than just smile about it, but to get real choked up too. What a privilege we have. So thank you again. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. You'll be hearing from me when it's 2016. And as always, it's our best for His glory. Take care, and I'll see you next year.